How you doing, guys? Welcome back. Just gonna do a really quick video on Moss Carbon Credit, token name MCO2, and this thing is going absolutely wild. Now, in the last 27 hours, we've seen a 346% pump, and what's really nice to see with this is, although there is a vast element of pump and dump with it, what we're looking at is a genuinely nice staircasing pattern. So yeah, it's basically moved from $4.68, and depending on what platform you're looking at, and I'm currently using Coinbase, it's moved from 4.68 up. It's gone up to $20.89, which yeah, it's pretty wild. So I am in on this token. I did manage to get in at circa the $7 mark, and I haven't taken profits yet because I don't think the move is over. I think we're going to have a few hours of sideways action before another leg up. And just to say, I don't see where this one could stop. Well, I mean, we do have genuine price action, so 21.74 is going to be a significant resistance for us to break through, but from there, from just below $22, our next stop is 32, and then beyond there we're looking at 50. So if this thing does decide to consolidate roughly where it is, or tail off back to 13 in a consolidation pattern similar to what we've seen on the previous move, which began about a day ago, yeah, we the next leg up realistically could be to about $32, which would be a 2x from where we are. And it's not financial advice, just stating what's actually been happening over the last just over a day. But as I say, guys, I managed to get in circa this area, and I've just been riding this one out and watching where it went. Very nearly, dare I say, very nearly pulled out at $13, because I thought, right, we've whipped back up to where the initial move took us, and that could be it. You know, the second like the double top in essence. And once you see a significant resistance you can't break through, normally you get a second attempt, and then that's it. We'll begin tailing off. But as you can see, we've hit the support, hit the resistance. We had a sell-off, but this thing's been so bullish, and that consolidation pattern there looked really nice. And then we've moved off, and in about 2 hours ago, we reached circa $21. And as you can see, we've had 90 minutes of selling off. We've back tested, and this is what I really like. It's not truly behaving to the Fibonacci levels that are available to me. But what I have seen, I'm just going to zoom in here for this, is we've created, well, I say created, but it's notifiable. Here we have nice back support within this zone here. So fingers crossed, 1480 or there or thereabouts, 1450 to 1480 will be the new low. And as you can see, we've had our sell-off. We have pulled back about 50%, and it looks like this thing wants to go again. What would be nice to see is some consolidation like we saw here, and I'll just pull it to the hourly chart. How many hours did we, after the sell-off, we consolidated for 15 hours before legging up. So what would be nice to see again would be a similar move where we'll call this the sell-off, so 15 hours from here. Yeah, it'd be nice to see us leg up from that point. So yeah, not financial advice at all. This one has not done much since its first inception, and if we pull out to the daily, just on the stats I've got here, and I think every exchange has got different stats for it, but it has essentially been tailing off from, let's get some dates. It has been tailing off from the 7th of December. Had a mini protection bounce and then has essentially just fallen off the table and made a low of 468. So yeah, I mean that's a 1 day candle. It's incredible. It's incredible to see. And although I mean that is a 1 day candle, but we have got the price action where it began its move from the low. So we're looking at about 27 hours here. Yeah, this could be a dump and pump, but like I say, the staircasing pattern shows me otherwise. So what I'd like to see now is a level of consolidation in this zone. We'll probably wick higher up to circa the $25 range, and then this thing will either take off or it will consolidate, come back to circa the $15 range if the support isn't there or the volume's not in. However, I'm marking that red because I think that this is going on a big run. So I'll mark that red, and what I'll mark green. Yeah, essentially this move here is green. I think that over the next couple of days, possibly into 3, we're going to be moving up to the $30 mark. I think we do get, yeah, unless the move is a dud, and this is it, and we've sort of come as far as we're going to go, and then what we'd see is a level of tail off like this over the next couple of days, and I'll mark that blue. But like I say, I do expect us to get back up to where we are or where we just have been at circa the $21 range, and I think that we will on the next run break above and then have a back test, and at that point we may tail off. However, I do expect us to get up to 30. Just looking at the volume that's been coming in, normally if you have a pump and dump, you don't have how do I say it, doesn't normally last more than a day. So if this had been a protection bounce, this would have been a wick up and then we would have tailed off. And if it had been a protection bounce and then retail had got involved and had pushed the volume as high as it had done, I don't believe we'd have seen a 5,000% increase in volume just with retail. And as such, we'd have had just one really strong candle, and then we'd have very quickly retraced, and then we'd have tailed off, and we'd currently be around the $8 mark. So the fact that we've had a huge move, we've had some profits taken, and then we've consolidated and gone again, doesn't show me that this is your typical pump and dump. But again, this is one to watch for the next few hours, possibly day. And if you start to see a big candle coming from Moss Carbon, then realistically you could expect to see another 30 or 40% jump from wherever the candle starts from. And that's all from me. I am in on this, and I can't say I'm going to be in on it long term unless we see this staircasing pattern continue for a number of days, and if so, and it holds at where basically wherever it tops out at and has some breathing space for consolidation, I might hold my position. But currently I'm sort of taking this day by day, and I've set some alerts for the price action with this, but it's looking good. It is looking good. There's some good volume in. If we do fall below this support zone at 1480, I've got room to breathe. I may actually ride it back down to 13. Let's just see what happens. I mean, that's again, it's not financial advice. I'm just advising on what I'm doing personally. But we do see some pretty strong consolidation patterns emerging here. So what I mean is, if some of those consolidations take us lower than certain price targets or higher whilst it consolidates, I'm comfortable with that. But yeah, it looks bullish, looks good. And yeah, fingers crossed for everyone who's in. Next stop after a period of consolidation will be circa the 30 mark. If you do believe that this one's not going to hold long term at that price, then I would say that our next significant resistance is at 32 once we've cleared 21. So a good price target to take some profits would be about 29 realistically, which, you know, it's that'd be a touch less than a 2x from where we are, but it's a safe zone. It's a safe zone to pull some money, because you don't want it to run into resistance and then fall back harshly. Better to take your profit while it's climbing rather than try and catch it on the downside. Alright, best of luck. Long video, but I hope you found it interesting, and I hope it helps anyone who's considering opening a position, or if they're holding one. Yeah, best of luck. See you on the next one.